Jared Verse. Rams pick Jared Verse. Who the hell is this dude? Kind of a sick name. Might be good. Caleb Williams goes number one. I think JJ McCarthy is gonna be the best quarterback from this draft. No cap. Yeah, from the mock drafts, a lot of them were like pick these picks almost exact. I want to watch some Jared Verse highlights. We did need a defensive tackle. But Miami's up next. They need a defensive tackle because they lost Christian Wilkins. Oh, the Steelers. Steelers on the clock. I'm gonna try to watch this on. I would do it on TikTok, but and they ain't picked yet. Shout out the Vikings though; they got a stud. I wish the Rams will trade up to get JJ. Joe Alt. Joe Alt's gonna be a stud. Jaden Daniels bust. Caleb Williams bust. Well, not bust, but I don't know. I don't know if Caleb Williams going. I don't know about him. I think he might just get injured just because he runs too much. Uh, did the Steelers pick? These dudes still ain't. Let me look at our pick. Let me look at our pick. See what we did. Yeah, what was his stats in college? Yeah, they don't have his college stats.
How's the chicken?
Oh, the prawns are delicious.
Oh, I have a shellfish allergy.
One prawn, very
Hey,
good.
what is that?
Did I say chicken wrong?
Tired of people not listening to what you want?
It's truffle season.
That's okay.
Never enough truffles.
How much are they?
It's a lot.
Oh, okay. I'm good. That
It's like a priceless piece of art.
Enjoy.
or
Well,
when
this
they
one-
sell you what they want.
Yeah.
The more we understand you, the better we can help you. That's what US Bank is for.
Huge relief.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. Look up Jared Verse stats. Kind of a sick name. How do you feel about the Michael Penix pick? You know what? I haven't really seen him play like that. But he's a left-hander, so that's a red flag. And I don't know. I think it's a decent pick just because I think it's a decent pick just because Kirk is coming off an ACL injury or torn Achilles. So it's kind of like an insurance pick, and then Kirk can give him some veteran knowledge. But I mean, I would have picked JJ over that guy. So I think it's a bad pick, to be honest. JJ McCarthy is going to be the best quarterback in this draft. But I'm gonna look up some Michael Penix highlights because I haven't really seen this guy play. I feel like I got copyrighted hella last live, but fuck it. Let's do it for the stream. What's up, Michael Saravia? Niners, they haven't picked yet, right? You ready for Jared Verse? Jared Verse coming off that edge? That's kind of a sick name. Oh, you got kind of an arm. Oh, Dunze is going to be a stud, though. Ooh. Wow. He got an arm. The Bears might be pretty low-key. They're going to be interesting next year. I don't like left-handed quarterbacks, so that's the problem. He kind of looks like Byron Leftwich. I'm going to watch one more. He can toss it, though. He can toss it. I don't know if I love the pick, though. I'm going to look up the Rams player we just picked up because I've never seen him play. Jared Verse. 41 tackles for loss, 9 sacks. Okay. Oh, wow. He just straight bull rushed that guy. Okay. He straight bull rushed, bro. I like that. Balls. That's NFL worthy. Oh, swim move. Oh, strip. That's Jaden Daniels too. Okay. Turn off the lights. Why you trying to make me go dark or something? Or is it blinding you? I don't know. I like Jared Verse. I like this pick. We need like a pass rusher. Ooh. Okay. I like this pick. Come here. Okay. I like Jared Verse. All right, let's look to see who just got drafted. Bo Nix for number 12. It's too bright. I'll probably just turn the light like that. Is that better? Okay, so Chad, here's the best player so far. Joe Alt is going to be a stud for the Chargers. He's going to play 15 years. Stud. Drake May, I think, is going to be at least a solid starter. Jaden Daniels will be a bust. Mark my words, he will be a bust. He went to the Commanders, terrible organization. Plus, he's a scrambler quarterback. They don't really last. Caleb Williams up in the air, but he seems like he has a good team around him. So they picked a guard. Still picked a guard. Let's see. Bo Nix gonna be interesting to see. I like that pick by the Broncos. I'm guessing if JJ fell, they were gonna draft him, but I guess Bo Nix was their second pick. Romeo Dunze is gonna be a stud. Malik Neighbors, haven't seen him play, but I do like that pick. But J.J. McCarthy will be the best quarterback for this draft. Cyber, where are you from? And Jared Verse will be a steal. He won't be the steal of the draft, but he's going to be a steal. Sick name. Your pass rushers always got to have a sick name, bro. All right, let's go to Bleacher Report. Let me get this game on TikTok for this slot draft. My phone is so shitty. Oh shit, they got the draft on Bleacher Report. Chop Robinson. So is this legal to stream this shit? Well, I guess if I get copyrighted, I mean, fuck it, I guess. Chop Robinson, what a sick name. Why they got CJ Stroud on here?
A cornerback since the year 2002. Micah was 1 year old.
Which one do you want?
In that draft, they took Lito Shepard with the first pick. They took Sheldon Brown with the second pick.
Yeah, CJ,
They took Michael Lewis, safety, with the third-round pick, and then they also took Brian Westbrook. So the last time they drafted a corner, they reset the franchise. I would love to continue a tradition here at the BR Draft Show where the Eagles take Micah Parsons' favorite player, and that would be Quinyon Mitchell. He said it hours ago. Just like last year, he said he wanted Jalen Carter. If the Eagles can take the Toledo cornerback, who is truly sensational, I will have an incredible night.
They're going to take him too.
You feel it.
Yeah, I do. I know they are. I don't know what it is about Howie and what the Eagles
I think he's just listening to you
to deserve these picks and these players and what he has done, but they're going to get him.
They have every corner option. If they want to go third wide receiver, you have A.D. Mitchell, who with Devontae Smith and A.J. Brown, that'd be pretty gnarly.
No, they're not going to take
They
him.
could do a Cooper DeJean if they want to get
Cooper
like a
DeJean,
safety corner
bro.
hybrid. If they want to be in like the Malcolm, what are you thinking, CJ?
If they're gonna go receiver, I say they go BT. They're not going receiver.
Ryan Thomas Jr.
You're not paying $50 million a year.
Yeah, they just signed A.J. Brown and Devontae
32,
Smith.
Devontae, 85.
Jordan Morgan out of
I
Arizona.
can't even talk, bro. Because it's frustrating. I don't know what the Eagles do every year.
You go then. I don't think losing the bathroom.
You out here giving intel.
Hold on, don't leave. No,
you can't.
And you go to the bathroom after this pick.
All right.
Because then we could all laugh at Micah if they take that guy.
I mean, they are. It makes the most sense. Slay signed a 2-year deal.
Dude, Michael Parsons.
James Bradbury signed a 2-year deal. They need a lockdown. And obviously we don't know how long.
I don't like how players are like they do podcasts and stuff like while they're still playing. Like I don't really like that. Yeah, what the hell? Shit, maybe they caught me. Maybe Bleacher Report caught me. Maybe my Wi-Fi is bugging. Probably gotta watch this with the sound off. People in the chat, who's y'all's teams? What the fuck's wrong with my phone? Oh my god. Hurry up and pick, Eagles. Yeah, they need a D tackle because what you call it just love. Take it in.
We'll do the video and then we'll check in on him. Quinyon Mitchell out of Toledo, a 4.33 40. Holy moly, is this guy fast? He had 6 interceptions. 2 of them he took back for touchdowns. Quote, an elite cover man that dominated the Senior Bowl and blazed the combine. Wow. He squatted 555 pounds and in practice ran 23.6 miles an hour. You know what? Before we get to the video, Micah, how you feeling?
I mean, I'm honestly utterly disgusted on how lucky the Eagles are.
Right.
It's just like Christian. I do not know how he fell that far with this run of offensive tackles and quarterbacks. That's the only thing that makes sense. I thought he was a top 15, top 12 talent, and he just fell right into their laps.
And he was your favorite player?
He was definitely one of my more favorite players in this draft. Like I said, he rose in every bar. He hit he checked every box. And like I said, we don't know what Darius and the mentors. He has one of the best quarterbacks to play the game. Darius Slay to mentor him. They still got Elias Ricks, who stepped over big time last year.
Yes, he did.
They got James Bradbury, a guy who may not have the big year he wanted, like the year he had before his All-Pro year, but he's still a good quality player. And you just add him and he could play inside or out. I think this is a great pick. I mean, I think this is a terrific pick, man. I don't know how Howie and them get so lucky. That's how I'm gonna put it.
Oh, Renner, talk me through Quinyon Mitchell.
He is probably pound for pound one of the strongest cornerbacks I've ever scouted. It just when wide receivers run into him, they crumple, man. He had a rep against Ricky Pearsall. 5 yards on the football field, Pearsall just falls on his face. It's because he's so solidly built, led the FBS over the past 2 seasons with 27 pass breakups at the catch point, an absolute dog. Like, guys had their hands on footballs. He hits your arms. You ain't catching that football. And he was great in off coverage. He barely played press throughout his Toledo career, less than 2% of it, 10% of his snaps over the course of his career. And so when he has eyes on the receiver to the quarterback, he could attack right at the right point. And then the freak athleticism, 4.33, and he goes to a Vic Fangio scheme where it's a lot of off zone. That's what he's going to be doing. That's exactly what he did at Toledo. So a guy that can probably step in right away. Don't know how the Eagles continue to do it, but this is an A-plus pick, man. Exactly what the doctor ordered.
There were rumors all week that Howie was going to trade up to take a corner. He didn't have to trade up, and he gets his favorite corner. Darius Slay tweeting, "Yes, sir, we working." Speaking of tweets and comments, let me read some comments here from our app. Swaggy W says, "Micah can't believe the setup, LOL." Brave Champs, Micah ready to go to bed now.
Oh. I like that pick by the Eagles.
Literally. That was taken that played 8 games. There's guys that will reach in their products. You don't really know where they're going to fit, but these teams are trying to reset the money, reset the clock. And I just can't believe he fell to 22.
Would you like a formal investigation into how Howie keeps doing this? Do you think the draft is rigged?
I don't think it's rigged. I just think he's done a great job over the past couple of years, thinking of future, thinking of how he wants to build his team, and he capitalizes on it. He's not afraid to let people walk. He's not afraid to let them, pay him. He knows who he wants. He knows who he believes in, and that's always a direct motive.
CJ, I do think your perspective, the fact that you played him and you did see Marvin Harrison, getting ready for him and watching the film and then seeing him in person, what do you learn about a corner through that process?
Well, it was kind of unique because it was week 2, I believe, it was week 3, and it wasn't a ton of tape on him yet. But what did pop out was just his ability to kind of read routes, and he plays everything kind of honest. Like he's not a guy who like jumps everything. He's someone who plays it honest like that, and that's what, as a quarterback, for me, I like that more than a guy. I don't mind a guy jumping stuff every once in a while or like super aggressive to get a pick. Like you can use ball placement and body position and double moves to keep him honest. Guys who play things honest, it's hard because there's not a lot of separation. So I mean, if he can be a sticky cover guy like. With that pass rush, man, that's gonna be hard to stop, So then he'll have Darius Slay to learn from, which I think is huge.
We'll come back to this. Look at the draft grades. There's a legit tweaker outside. I don't know where. He's like screaming and shit. His strength, special ability to create excellent velocity, lacks prototypical height. Well, first. Give him an A. I would pick JJ number 1. Bust right here. I think he's going to be a solid player. They give him an A. Marvin Harrison Jr. This season gonna be good. I mean, yeah, his dad was in the Hall of Fame, so yeah, a solid pick. Joe Hall, A+. A. Neighbors next, OBJ. JC Latham. Michael Penix Jr. Dang, he's a 24-year-old rookie. Damn, that's old. Yeah, they gave him an F. They gave that pick an F. Taking Penix at number 8 is awful resource allocation. Yeah, that was a bad pick. I would have took JJ. Well, Dunzy's a stud. Definitely going to be catching a lot of touchdowns. JJ, the GOAT. Dude, you got a good team around him too. JJ Hawkinson. JJ is gonna be a stud. Bo Nix. Let's see. ESPN. Oh, I didn't want to get. Oh no. Let's see. Is the Cowboys on the clock? Oh, Cowboys on the clock. Okay. I'm going to go back to BR then. Who got drafted? Thomas from LSU. Stupid. Hey, this stupid Wi-Fi now. Let me go to Bleacher Report. Shit taking too long. I see this Cowboys pick.
The Packers at 25.
Oh my God!
So you're down to 29. Is that too many spots? You don't like that?
I mean, what? I want to see the draft capital we got.
That will be made available. So, Renner, who do we think the Lions could be
They're
targeting?
taking DeJean.
I think they're taking one of the corners, right? You jumping the Packers. They have obviously that corner or slot. And with Terrion Arnold on the board, Cooper DeJean, one of those two, you know.
Cooper DeJean.
It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Nate
you
Wiggins,
don't listen to
maybe.
this guy. He's like, he doesn't know nothing. You call him DeJean. Who is that? DeJean. Coop. I know they're taking him.
Can we just call him the white corner?
I think they're
Isn't
taking
that
him
more fun?
or Terry. No, because
We haven't
you
had
were
one
the one.
since
You had a questionable statement earlier. You were
What
like,
was
he's a
it?
corner or safety. He's a corner, bro.
Which person?
You. This
No, but
makes the
who
most
was
sense.
first?
DeJean.
Cooper DeJean?
Yes.
I don't. Is he?
He's a corner, bro.
He can play corner.
Oh no. But I mean,
I'm
he
playing
played.
against Cool.
He could play safety if you wanted to.
That's what I'm saying.
We added a third. I love
But I
that.
think he's.
I love that pick.
So you added a 3rd round pick and you gave back a 7th round pick, but to get another 3rd
So
round
a third
pick
round pick is great value.
to go down 5 spots.
Yeah, I like that. They're definitely taking a corner. I just don't know which one. Not But taking the Gene. especially with the Cameron Sutton incidents and there's I can see him taking Wiggins here.
Can I clarify something? When I said he's a corner safety, I didn't mean that he wasn't
I'm
talented.
messing
No,
with
but I
you,
wasn't
dog.
saying he wasn't talented enough to be a
What's
corner.
up, OSU?
I think that there's some guys that are so versatile.
Watching
Right.
the draft.
Like Malcolm Jenkins, to me, the fact that he
Yeah,
can
right.
play in the box and then get out and play wide,
Right.
that's invaluable.
Mhm.
And Cooper seems to be one of those guys. Because I do know what you mean. Sometimes that's an insult to a corner. I meant it more as a compliment.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, he could be
Now,
like a Calvin
the fact that he's the white
Oh.
corner, that was kind of insulting.
Oh, they took Terrion Arnold.
They did take Terrion Arnold. Well, you look that up. That doesn't count.
I bet you they got him because of Burns. Not Burns. What's the dude's last name? Branch. Excuse me. I like
The
Branch.
Detroit Lions trade up with the Dallas Cowboys ahead of the in-division rival Green Bay Packers with the draft happening in Detroit to take Terrion Arnold.
See, like that, a 4.58, that clip right there. Can't.
Terrion
He's not going
Arnold.
to show you that. Did you see how he played the ball?
Mm.
Come on, man. You don't need 40 speed
Hey.
for that.
He
He
played
naturally
20
feels the game.
He played 25 games at Alabama and had 26 pass defended. So he had more passes defended than games played. He is the only player in FBS with over 12 passes defended and 5 interceptions. And he is the second corner off the board, Renner. To get him at here, what do you think of the value?
I think it's great value. I don't think
Terrion
anyone ever
Arnold.
thought that the Lions were in play for a guy like Terrion Arnold. Thought he was going to slip this
Big
far in the
size,
draft.
balls.
He's just so smooth, man. He's just an easy mover. 6'6", 3 time, shows up on tape. I think I love how they rebuilt this cornerback group this offseason,
Yeah.
getting Carlton Davis, getting Meek Robertson. I think he slots in on the outside, can play press, can play slot. He's versatile, but his ball skills are tremendous. He attacks the football in the air, and he fills against the run. A guy who's maybe not the most physical, under 290 pounds, not going to get up and really jam you at the line of scrimmage, but he can play press and just
there you
stick in
go.
your hip pocket the entire route.
Okay.
Obviously, Aaron Glenn, DC there, loves to play press coverage. He did that a lot at Alabama. And man, Lions, they can't really miss right now in the draft. I'll go A.
The
Lions
big
the
question
Super
for
Bowl?
him
Question mark?
was that he ran a 4.5. CJ, you reacted to that and said you don't care. You look at the player more than the number. You like this prospect.
Yeah, I think speed is definitely something that you want. And playing corner, he's gonna get beat, and he needs makeup speed. Every corner needs it. But I look at the film and I see a guy who feels the game really well. He knows where he's at all times. He can see route concepts. The one thing I challenge on some of these clips is this one right here, getting his eyes in the back of the field and opening his hips too fast. Staying square is when he's at his best. And I think that's something that the deep coordinator came back, correct?
Yeah, Aaron Glenn.
Aaron Glenn, I love Aaron Glenn. Great coordinator. And I think, that's really somebody who is going to help him a lot, especially with B Branch. That defense, man, they're looking good. I like that.
You talked about the fact that they went out there and traded for Carlton Davis. Here's the trade. So they give up a third rounder to go up and get him. This is a Detroit defense that was 27th against the pass last year, 23rd in scoring. Every game was a shootout, and even their playoff game against the Niners where they were up big, all those passes got the Niners back into the game and eventually lost it. But I feel like this is a defensive prospect that you like as well.
Yeah, I really like this pick for the Lions and the fact that they added another corner before him. I feel like that was their biggest deficit. They was ranked top 3 in the run stopping division.
Yep, number 2.
They were amazing against the run. So how do you make it more balanced? Right? They got Jack Campbell. They also have the other guy at the linebacker. I think this completes what they were trying to do. I think this was a great pick for them. I think this solidified their outside where they had the most trouble. And now you're talking about a team who's retained almost everyone. They re-signed their tackles. They re-signed the receiver. And they still have Gibbs. I think this is a team that still makes a deep run into the playoffs. We play the Lions again. And you could say that a lot of teams are in trouble, especially if they play up to the potential that they both have.
second year in a row where Detroit takes a first rounder from Alabama. That could be some identity shift there. Jahmyr Gibbs last year. But the Lions are one of the more exciting teams in the NFL. And we saw the impact from Aiden Hutchinson as well, the other first-round pick. But Detroit Lions address a need, and now their division rival, the Green Bay Packers, who needed a cornerback, they're on the clock. Renner, you're a Green Bay Packers guy.
I am. My family lives up in Green Bay, actually, still. I think Cooper DeJean's like everyone and their mother has been mocking that to them because of the versatility, because they don't only need corner. They could use a safety too. They could use, if they want Eric Stokes, the first round a couple years ago, to get his time to develop because he's been so banged up.
Are they winning right now?
Could slot in the interior. Or
what if I told you, do not put up the pick? Do not put up the pick. What if I told you it wasn't DeJean?
I would guess one of the offensive linemen there, because they're the two guys on the board, Graham Barton and Jordan Morgan, versatile. They can play tackle, they can play interior. Both
Who would
fit.
make you more happy?
I mean, it's the guy who's sitting at number 20, Jordan Morgan.
Well, guess what? Congratulations. With the 25th pick in the draft, the Green Bay Packers select not just Jordan Morgan, but when I looked at Renner's board, I went, wow, he has Jordan Morgan higher than any other draft board that I have seen.
Jordan Morgan.
And the Packers fan gets his wish.
Oh, Arizona
fifth-year senior, 6'5". He had no snaps at guard. He had 41 games played all at left tackle, and the man loves horror movies, has tattoos of Freddy Krueger, Michael Myers, and Pennywise. You got to love this pick for you, man.
I love it. I think he slots in at guard. They lost John Runyon this offseason. They have Sean Ryan, who they drafted mid-rounds. But I think when I watched his tape, afterwards wrote down, if he's not a Pro Bowl guard, I'll be floored. He just plays with such good balance and such good base in the blocks. And shorter arms, just under 33 inches. I think that can get exposed at tackle, even though that's obviously where he played his entire career at. But when he was in a phone booth, deuce blocks out on the edge, when he was pulling across the formation, truly a power player, 11-inch hands, and you see him really just control guys when he gets his mitts on them. The comp I had for him was Elgton Jenkins, the guy who's the Packers guard, who's a Pro Bowler. They just are similarly built, similar like balance and play with the base and power that they can exert to defensive tackles. Man, that's one heck of a guard duo if that's where they plan on playing him. If he's at tackle, like I said, pass protection I could see being a bit of an issue, but he's tested, man. Over 900 pass blocking snaps last 2 years, only 31 pressures. And this past season, played off an ACL, got ready for week 1, tore it November last year, tore end of last season. So he may even have a little bit more in the tank than we saw because, not everyone plays their best ball 1 year post ACL. So love the pick for the Green Bay Packers. Give that one I got to give it an A+, man. If I had 20 of them, I'd win.
To extreme cold. That sucks.
9-8 last year, the Packers were. They finished second in the NFC North, lost in the divisional round to the 49ers. This Packers team, when you went up against them, did you think, man, they really could use some offensive line help?
I can't answer questions on them.
Because they beat you?
Fair.
Anything you say will be night and day.
Everyone's gonna hate on you.
Yeah, I mean that's a dead end question.
What do you think about them just as a franchise with
players that are in
the youth movement they have going on?
Bro, as a franchise, I love everything they got going on. Matt LaFleur, I met him at my first Pro Bowl when they just lost to the 49ers on the first Super Bowl run. I think what was that? That was my rookie year, yeah.
When the Super Bowl was in Miami and they lost to Kansas City.
Yep.
Yes.
2020. Yep. So, man, like I met LaFleur, one of the best dudes I met. Like I could tell you, super intelligent, young. Bro, I love everything they have.
I forgot they signed Josh Jacobs. That is a big sign.
I'm still mad at them for that. I'm a big Aaron Jones guy, and I just felt like
he fit their style.
I just felt like he was so loyal. He gave them everything. I just hate to see a guy who's been their whole career get turned away. And it's not like he had a drop off, right?
Yeah.
In the playoffs, he was lights out. I mean, he may have had some injuries in the regular season, but when it can't matter, I feel like Aaron Jones always stepped up.
I was trying to see the Cowboys.
And you heard Jordan Love when he came onto the pod. He did things that he wasn't supposed to in that game and went out his way to make blocks, secure blocks.
and do that things. He fit the Packer way.
It kind of seems like an identity shift. You get a bigger running back in Josh Jacobs. Now you go out and get another offensive lineman. Maybe it is preparing for the cold and trying to add some power running in addition to what Jordan Love's been doing passing wise.
Yeah, I mean,
I feel like the Packers and the Texans are like the two younger quarterback teams that are seemingly putting it together right now, CJ.
I don't know. The Texans doing a little bit more.
You like the Texans' moves more? I would too. I mean, I like the quarterback. I like Jordan a lot, but
Nice,
I just feel like
nice.
the Packers are always going to be in the Packer way. They've never really paid guys. Like, they believe in their development process, their way of living. And, you know, Texans is like, man, we traded away our picks. Like, these guys are made already. There's no reason we got our guy. Like, we could do it now. So I think that's like the difference. But the Packers, though, their coaching staff and what they do is so great. Like, I don't question it.
Tampa Bay.
It is very different when you don't have an owner that can cut a check, and you have it's got to be tough.
They just, their way is, guy gets over 30 back end of his career, they'll set a price.
All right, chat.
If they don't want to take that price, they're willing to walk away. And it's sad, you know, as a Packers fan, you see a lot of guys, Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones in recent years that, you know, the fan base loves, but you know, for every Devontae Adams who goes on and has success elsewhere, there's been guys like TJ Lang, Josh Sitton, offensive linemen who really